Jam Creates here. Got another video for you today. This one we're doing something, well, it's not really different. I mean, I'm still doing a review of a comic. That's not really new. Um, what is new is the creator. This is his very first book, and I want to share it with you guys, and I'm going to review it, and I'm going to be fair about it. I want to just preface it up front by saying he actually sent me a copy for free, just so I could check it out, because we had been chatting online and we became friends, like, we became friendly with one another and stuff. And so he decided to hook me up. So anyway, keep that in mind, bear that in mind, full disclosure, and all that good stuff. So anyway, if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. So anyway, on to the book. The book is called Iseult, or it's like he got it from Tristan and Iseult. I would say my first thing is a weird title like this can either be really good or really bad. Time will tell on this one if it is a good thing or a bad thing to have a really unique title like that. I mean, one thing's for sure, there's not going to be any market confusion. But anyway, we're going to check this out. It's by Peter Seckler. This is his, like I said, this is his first comic. And he lets you know inside. I like this, by the way. He just wrote in there, thanks so much for being interested in my comic, Peter Seckler. And then he wrote, I like that. As he states here, this was originally 3 separate issues. He combined them into this book. The book is I believe 43 pages, which is kind of an odd number for a book, but hey, whatever. First and foremost, let me just say it's because he is actually still crowdfunding. The book is still on Indiegogo. It's available now. You can order it, and from what I understand, he is just shipping the orders as they come in. So if you order it today, he's going to probably send it out in the mail later today or tomorrow, and you'll get it within a couple of days. So again, you're stuck at home, just like Cyborg USA, you're stuck at home and can't get to the store or whatever. You can get yourself another comic, and it's going to come to you while you're still stuck at home. So anyway, it's perfect bound. It's actually really, I don't know who he used for printing, but it's a nice quality cover and a nice, quality paper and stuff. I'm not sure who he used for printing. I can ask. I'll try to find out maybe. So anyway, it's a black and white book. And here's what we're gonna see first and foremost here. Like I said, it's all black and white. Pretty much everything is gonna fit in these kind of like this size on the page, which I don't know, works for me. I like it. I very much, while I was reading this book, well, let me just start with one thing first. It's in a fantasy world. There is this fantasy world, and the main character, Iseult, is in the woods with her friend Aura. They kind of get lost, and they're out there late at night, and their village has been coming under attack by the Scourge, which are these guys right here. They're like these robots that have been attacking the village, and just they keep attacking in waves, and they keep attacking and they keep attacking, and so the villagers keep fighting them. They keep fighting back, but they're just unable. They need help, like, and so the girls are out trying to find like healing herbs and things to help their villagers and whatnot. And I will also mention here, it's a little weird to see, like, in the first issue of a book by someone's first comic, the attackers of the Scourge, and he has the little asterisk, and it says first seen in Rabbit Fighter #1. And what that is that's a reference to Peter has a webcomic called Rabbit Fighter. It's sort of I guess it's a webcomic. I know part of it has been online, part of it was like just photocopied and printed, like seriously old school, which I absolutely love. So it's just kind of weird to see that in there, and you're like, oh, that's kind of odd. But anyway, you can see, like, she turns into a werewolf. And here's the thing with this book, that I will say. You're obviously noticing, the art is, the art is, it looks like an indie book. It looks like someone's first comic. The last thing I want to do is, I'm not going to rip on the art. I don't like to do that. But also, I don't think it's that bad that it deserves to be ripped on, quite frankly. I actually think there's some good stuff in here. And as you go through the book, you'll see there's actually some really nice pages, and then there's some where you can see like he struggled a little maybe to get the pose or the anatomy or whatever. But quite frankly, like we've even seen professionals who struggle with anatomy and poses and perspective and stuff. So, it is what it is. Um, I will say the story is actually pretty interesting. It got it has that sort of feel of the village that's under attack that needs help. Like it's that kind of a classic story that we've seen time and time again. If you ever watched Hercules, there was at least like 6 episodes like that on that show. If you watched The Mandalorian, there was an episode just like that. Like it's a classic trope. But what's interesting is she turns into the werewolf, and then another werewolf shows up. Her friend freaks the hell out because she's like, oh my god, I'm seeing 2 werewolves, what the hell's happening here? And the werewolf actually takes her to this other realm where she actually is taught more about her powers and about her abilities, and she learns from this fairy how to use her abilities and stuff. So honestly, like, there's lore here, and there's definitely some, like, the storytelling, there's a couple of points in the story I will say where things kind of happen sort of abruptly. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a little more needed there, but all in all, honestly, it's an enjoyable read. I flew through the whole thing. I read the whole thing in one sitting, which I am wont to do. I like to do that anyway. But you can see, like, the art is pretty good, and it tells a story. It reminds me of classic indie comic art. If you go back, I know we all kind of look at the past with rose-colored glasses, but if you go back and look at some of the old Ninja Turtles, the original Eastman and Laird Ninja Turtle books, which I love and I own and I have reread 100 times, some of the art in those books is not the greatest. Let's be honest. But he's got good stuff. Like, and I'm looking at this village here, and there's one I wanted to show you guys. Just just the face. Like, I feel like he's got good faces on a lot of people. And this panel right here, there's this whole page right here. There's like mad energy in both these pages, both these panels, I should say, that I absolutely love. Like, this panel up here, there's like a ton of energy in that, and that's awesome. I give mad props for that. And then same with this one. They're like super energy in here. So again, this is not, we're not looking at I don't want to say, like, you're not looking at Jim Lee, you're not looking at Ethan Van Sciver art here, but at the same time, it's good stuff, and the story is good, and it's fun, and it's entertaining, and it's 43 pages of story, and I absolutely, wholeheartedly, as long as you aren't so, if you're a serious, like, crazy, like, I need all my art to be perfect, then maybe this is not for you. But if you're willing to kind of just go along for the ride and enjoy it and understand that, like, we're like, I don't want to make it a plea like it's a guilt thing, like, oh, you're helping someone out make their dream come true. Well, you are. You're doing that with every crowdfunding campaign, whether it's a guy it's his first comic, or if it's someone who's been in the business for 20 something years. When they crowdfund a book and you back it, you are helping their dream come true. And I also think you're going to see a lot more from this guy. I really believe that. I think he put together, this is his very first book, and I think he put together a quality book, and I enjoyed reading the whole thing, and I look forward to seeing what he does next. I look forward to seeing more, whether it's more of this story, which can continue after it's over, or something else. I definitely look forward to it. And so, again, if you're stuck at home and you're jonesing for a comic book fix, and you don't want to read digital, you can go back this. It's $10. It's $5 for, right? I think it's $5 for the digital and $10 for the physical book, or $13 for both digital and physical. So for $10, you could buy this online, and you're going to get it while you're still stuck at home, because it doesn't look like the whole, social distancing, quarantine, all that kind of stuff is coming to an end anytime soon. So I personally would recommend it. I think it's good. I liked it. Like I said, I take it with a grain of salt. I consider him somebody I'm friendly with. And he did send it to me for free, so I didn't pay for it. But honestly, he's being smart about his very first campaign. He's got the book is done. That's the first thing. So he came into this campaign ready. He was smart about this. He came in with a finished product. It's already even printed. It's not even like he was waiting to print it. Like, it's already printed. The book is done and printed, and he will get your order and ship it out immediately. That's a lot more than a lot of other people out there can say about their crowdfunding campaigns, and this is his first book. So I give him mad props for this. So anyway, I definitely recommend, check it out. It's worth a shot. Check it out. Even if you just drop $5 for the digital just to check it out and see what it's worth. I see a lot of potential in his writing, and I see a lot of potential in his artwork, and I think you're going to see him grow as he goes. Even as the book goes on, things get better and better, and I think you're going to see that when he puts out his next book. You're going to see it's going to be even better, and I think you might want to be in on the ground floor. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the whole subject. I definitely, like I said, I recommend the book. I do. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And you can follow me on Twitter at jam_creates. Follow me on Instagram at jam_creates. I'm also on Minds, and I'm on, I don't know, a Vero, like all these weird social media platforms that really not that many people use, but I'm on there anyway, just to be sure. And what else? There was one other thing I was going to say. Whatever. It's fine. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.